Like I'm going to forget. The DCI is panicking because someone's coming from the Met. He shook his head. This County Lines drugs case is huge now, and there's still so much to get through before the raid. I'll probably be late tonight. Doogie Anderson got out of bed and hugged Bernie. Did you sleep okay? He smoothed her hair away from her face and kissed her. I had to get up twice for the loo. The midwife said it should get a bit easier in the second trimester. Hasn't so far. Doogie winced. Not fun. Hey, it's second scan this week, isn't it? Bernie knew what was coming. We've been through this. If you come, I have to ask Alex too. But he's with Ali now. If you just took the test. I'm not risking the baby for your precious ego. Same for Alex. No, you don't have to risk the baby. I've been looking into it. There's a blood test you can do now to test paternity. It costs quite a lot, but I'm willing to pay. Bernie sighed. She knew how desperate Doogie was to find out if he was the father or not. Wrongly or rightly, Bernie had walked straight into Doogie's arms after she'd discovered her previous boyfriend, Alex, had cheated on her. I'll think about it, okay? I know you've got this briefing, but can I jump in the shower first, please? Doogie gave a broad grin, his dark eyes suddenly mischievous. Yes, or we could share one. Bernie gave him a playful shove. We haven't got time for that now. Oh, said Doogie. Spoil sport. Chapter 2. Bernie drove slowly along Quarry Road, taking in the surroundings. There was open land to her left, some tennis courts and a playground, but the area quickly became residential. There would have to be house-to-house inquiries. The town gardens were to her right, a green oasis in the centre of town. She turned right and saw all the response vehicles parked on the double yellow lines. Forensics were already there, along with 3 police cars and Kerry's car. An officer stood guard by the wrought iron gates. A small cottage was next to them, just inside the grounds. Did the park ranger live there? Bernie pulled her phone out and rang Kerry. Hi, I've just arrived. Where are you? I'm at the bandstand. It's where the woman was found. I'll walk up to the gate to meet you. There are some forensic suits with the officer at the gate. Right, a quick question. Why isn't the whole park sealed off? I noticed another gate as I drove past. Ah. Bernie could hear Kerry taking a deep breath. It wasn't going to be good news. About that, said Kerry. The first response officers spoke to the park ranger, Malcolm Keats. He lives in the little cottage, and he was woken up by a noise late last night, but thought it was a fox. He looked out but didn't see anything. The assumption was made that the victim and assailant went through the front gate rather than any of the others. The investigator working the other sexual assaults agreed, as it seemed to fit the MO for her cases. Woman being abducted and attacked after getting off a bus. There's a stop right outside the park gate. Bernie got out of the car and looked down the road. The stop was just a single post, not particularly obvious. Maybe it does all fit together, but we can't assume anything, you know that, said Bernie. I know. Look, wait for me to get to you. You can't speak freely at the moment? No. Give me 5 minutes. Bernie was suited and booted by the time Kerry arrived. The forensic suit fitted snugly over her bump. She wondered if they had maternity ones. She'd locked her bag in the boot of her car and slipped her keys and phone into her jacket pocket before pulling on a pair of blue gloves. Bernie looked up and gave her DS a quick smile. The petite officer looked tired. Her blue eyes were jaded and her short blonde hair was in disarray. She'd obviously jumped out of bed and gone straight to headquarters. Please tell me that we have an inner and outer cordon, said Bernie. We do. The crime scene manager is at the inner. Bernie made sure they were out of earshot from the officer on the gate before she asked her next question. What the bloody hell is going on? If this turns into a murder investigation, then we'll be stuffed if we don't deal with this properly from the beginning.